My name's Jess. I'm going to be your mediator.
I'm Khalil. I'm going to be another mediator.
Mediation is basically where we have two people with a conflict, and me and Khalil are going to try to resolve it as best as we can. We are just here to guide the conversation and try to come up with a solution so that we can help you move through the conflict.
So here I have a couple rules just to make sure that we're still progressing, we get stuff done. They are, we make a commitment to solve the problem, don't interrupt, no name calling or put downs, tell the truth, no physical fighting, and we're going to keep it confidential unless we're concerned for either your or someone else's safety. If those sound good to you guys, you can sign right here, and then we are good to get started. Okay, so I'd like to hear what your side of the problem is, because I'm curious what you think has been happening.
I broke up with him, and he's recently been posting things on social media claiming that I cheated on him. I never cheated on him. I simply broke up with him because I lost feelings for him.
So what I've been hearing is that he's been posting stuff online, and you haven't been appreciating it, and that you broke up with him because you just lost feelings, and that's all.
Yeah, people keep calling me a cheater, saying that I cheated on him, but I simply just lost feelings for him, and our relationship wasn't going anywhere, so the best option was to break up, and he knows that. Stop lying to people, Jay.
So I understand what you're saying, but I'm curious to hear what your side of the problem is.
I just think she's flat out lying. It's bull.
I'm not lying. You know it's the truth.
Please don't
lying.
interrupt him. Please don't interrupt him. Let him finish talking like he let you finish talking.
Manners.
I don't need your additional comments. Please. I'm curious what your side of the problem is.
She just cheated on me, flat and simple, and it's terrible. We've been through everything.
I didn't cheat on you. You know it.
She interrupts
Okay, we're going
to
refrain from interrupting. We're going to listen to what he has to say first so that we can understand the conflict.
Tell him to stop. He started it, not me.
That's not true. But please, remember the contract that you signed. You agreed to not interrupt, so please let him finish. As you were saying.
Like I was saying, she did this. All right, I posted the truth, and now everyone's telling her what she did was wrong, and I believe that that's what she did was wrong, and it's bullshit what she did.
So what I'm hearing from you is that what you think that what you're posting online is true, and that is what actually happened.
Yeah, and I believe she's a terrible person, and everyone needs to tell her that.
I'm going to need you to refrain from name calling, because remember the contract that you signed, so I'm going to need you to relax. But what I'm hearing is that you believe what you posted online, all of it is true, and it's all accurate. Okay.
So what we're understanding the situation or conflict to be is that Jay is posting things online that you don't necessarily like. It's suggesting that you cheated on him in the relationship when you were together.
Yeah.
And you believe that that is not true, and you actually simply broke up with him because you lost feelings and you felt as though the relationship wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, we've been together for 6 months, and he started getting distant out of nowhere. I tried to fix it multiple times, but he just kept getting more distant. I told him to try at least to fix it, but he just kept getting more distant. So I broke up with him, and he knows that, but he just isn't willing to admit that he was a problem.
And Jay, what are you hearing her say, and how does it really make you feel?
I'm just hearing excuses I was distant, so what? You should have been there. Instead, he just chose to run away with another guy.
I tried to 3 times, you just weren't there to work it out. You couldn't do anything for the relationship. You were selfish. I tried multiple times, but you never were willing to sacrifice anything.
Okay, we're going to focus on how Jay feels, so I recommend using saying specifically how I felt. So can you tell us exactly how you felt?
I just felt like she didn't care, all that for nothing. And then she goes defending herself like it was nothing, she cheated. And I became distant, and she should have been there.
I never cheated. You just want an excuse so you don't feel like a terrible person for being distant in the relationship. You know I never cheated. Stop lying to people. Move on. You're just bitter.
Even if that was true, you should have been there instead of leaving.
I tried to 3 times. You just weren't willing to give it a try too. Only I was the one doing work. I felt like a one person, and you just weren't interested at all.
So when you hear her say that she was putting in work and you were just kind of ignoring it, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, okay, so what? Yeah, she's right. But she should have been there instead of running away after those 3 times. You don't just give it up after 3 times.
I tried my best. What do you want me to do? I'm not a superhero. I can't just keep trying to fix a relationship with you. It's a relationship. It's not something that you can just fix automatically, okay? It's over. I tried 3 times. Move on and leave me alone. Don't tell people that I'm a cheater. I'm not, and you know it.
I feel as though we're running over the same points and arguments as before, and I feel as though we're not really progressing in this process. So, what do we think is going to happen if this conflict between you two doesn't get resolved?
I think he needs to leave me alone and get with someone else because he's so obsessed with me. It's insane. You're crazy.
Okay, let's refrain from the name calling. How do you think this situation is going to resolve if this doesn't have a solution?
I don't know, maybe like, or maybe your life will get ruined. Maybe that's what I want.
I feel like it would be beneficial in the future if you refrain from posting these comments online, because if they feel like you're doing them for petty and insignificant reasons, and it's doing nothing to benefit anyone.
I guess so, yeah.
I don't even know what he wants, why he's posting this. What do you want? Why are you posting these things? You know it's not because you want people to know the truth. You don't want attention, you just want something else. What is that? What do you want?
Yeah, maybe I just wanted your attention.
And how does it make you feel when he says that? I think that he's still not moved on, and he feels hurt that I broke up with him. I probably should have given him a warning before I did so.
And how did it make you, Jay, feel when she broke up with you so abruptly?
Like she just didn't care. All of it was for nothing.
I cared, and you know that. I tried for months. I tried to. You just didn't care about me anymore. I cared about you.
I feel like when you say this, I feel like we're going over the same points over and over again, and I feel like both of you have established what you're trying to say. But when you guys continue to repeat these, the conversation isn't going anywhere. We're not moving forward at all. So I feel like we need to stop going over these same exact points over and over.
So now that we've established, I think that Jay recognizes that his post on social media was quite harmful to your guys' relationship and how you felt about him. But we've also established that the breakup did hurt Jay very much so, and you do recognize that you probably should have warned him before you broke up with him.
Yeah, if he wanted my attention, I would have appreciated you coming up to me and telling me that. I don't appreciate the whole world knowing our relationship. It's supposed to be private, just for us, not anyone else.
So I feel like in the future, like moving on, I feel like you can refrain from posting these things online, and I feel like that'll benefit everybody here.
Mm-hmm. Jay, how does it make you feel that she has admitted to the fact that she should have warned you before the breakup? Does that give you any closure?
I don't know. I guess I could have tried harder for the relationship.
So moving forward, how do we think some solutions? What are some solutions, and how are we going to move forward from this conflict?
I guess I could be more communicative with him and try to talk to him about our issues instead of going to social media or our friends.
Okay. Jay, do you have any solutions to the conflict?
I don't know. I guess I'll stop spreading stuff.
Okay. Are there any more solutions between the two of you?
No, I don't think so. Do you have any idea?
No, I'm done.
Do you think that there's any possibility that if you guys continue to speak, then are we going to come back to the same issue?
I don't think so.
Maybe it'd be different. I don't know.
So I feel like moving forward, then we can both try our best to try and improve our communication with each other, so we don't go like off topic so we don't go off track, and we all know what is actually happening between the two of you.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so we are going to write our solution down so that you guys can sign this and agree to the solution to the conflict. Do we think that every solution put out here is going to be followed?
I guess. I'm just scared that when I move on, he's going to get very angry again. We're going to have to come back here.
Yeah, I won't do that again.
I feel like in the future, if this issue were to arise again, is there a trusted adult that you guys could both go to in order to try and resolve this issue?
We have the same counselor, so we could try that. She's really nice and very helpful with any problems we have.
Does that work with you as well?
Okay, so we are going to have you sign right here and both agree to follow the same solution while also going to the same trusted adult. Okay, now that we've signed the contract for the mediation, I think that I will take her back to class and you guys can sit here for a little bit. Thank you for participating in this mediation, and we hope that your conflict has been resolved.